So it's learning about the body, it's learning about what are hormones and what is my menstrual cycle and why do I feel different in each stage, and why do I notice different cervical mucus at different stages of my cycle. And it's that self-inquiry and self-knowledge that our hormones are our superpower, and our hormones should be working with us, not against us. And by understanding them and perhaps doing a little bit of work to regulate them, we are at our best. And that's not just reproductive hormones, that is our stress hormones and our thyroid hormones, because we are often walking around not feeling our best and not knowing why. And often it's hormones. There might be a small adjustment in our thyroid hormones that leave us feeling sluggish, maybe a bit depressed, maybe we have a bit of weight on. We don't know about it. So preparing the body and understanding the body is much the same as preconception care. It just depends on the individual and what works best for them mentally. How do I want to view this? And I often joke and call it preconception because it's that time before women get really serious. That kind of preconception window is more classically and medically known as that 3 months before conception, where we take our folate, we take our iodine, we do some bloods, we check for STIs and that kind of more formal path. But really, it doesn't have that time frame. It can start whenever we want it to start. And extending that to, say, for example, 12 months can be such a beautiful journey of learning and self-awareness and even intuition building for that woman to come to that place and time of wanting to conceive and feeling really good about it and really confident about it.
Yeah, because 3 months seems like a very short amount. Like for me, if I'm talking to someone and they're looking to shift something hormonally, I'm going to give them 3 months minimum of just like, that's how long it might take to even shift your hormones. So thinking about that being a window for preconception doesn't seem like enough time, just totally my perspective, and I'm happy for you to argue me down. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like enough time to think about things like mineral stores and like iodine stores. And I know we can shift these things quite quickly, but I guess that's something I looked at myself, was like I wanted a year of rebuilding after my catabolic breakdown stage. And I think I'm getting my catabolics and anabolics back to front. But anyway, I'm just having a moment. My baby brain is kicking in. But yeah, like after my big cleansing, I really wanted to think about a year of rebuilding. And I
love it.
Got pregnant.
Yeah.
Right. That year starting. So I did not get that time. But like something I think about as a bare minimum, like I just think there's a lot of depletion, like women, that what we see so much is just like stress eating away at women's bodies. And then there's cultural stuff around not nourishing ourselves properly, and the legacy of kind of low fat diets and low mineral diets for women especially.
Yeah, I get it.
Is that something you see showing up?
To answer the question, it really depends on who you're speaking with. And this just highlights how individual we all are. So if you've got a 20-something-year-old, really healthy, really educated on her body type of woman, she might only need the 3 months. Absolutely. It might just be a matter of repleting a couple of nutrients, making a couple of adjustments to the diet, and that's it. Whereas, and more commonly, the women that perhaps are 35 plus, that may have some underlying hormonal issues and perhaps don't have that level of education of their cycles and body awareness and intuition, they do need a little bit more time. And they're the women that I see end up in the trap of doing all this work after they decide to conceive. And that's so fine. You know, they're still learning about their body, but it adds a layer of stress when you are doing all this great work, when you are also wanting to conceive, because you put a lot of pressure on ourselves mentally of why is my body failing me and why am I not falling pregnant? And so it isn't as enjoyable as if we flip that around and do this preconception work first. We feel empowered, we feel strong, we feel good about it.